right. I'm going to call this October 7th, 2025 regular school board meeting to order. August. Did I say October?
Yeah, I was like
August. Yeah, whatever. Okay, it's August 7th, 2025. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
So you're not a morning bird either.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. He's wanting football season to be geared up.
My head's installing a defense right now.
Yep, that's what I say. It's football season.
All right. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda with an amendment that we will go into closed session prior to the superintendent's report?
I'll make that.
Second.
Motion second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right. We'll go to public comments. Seeing no one, we'll move on to the next item with the consent items. And there will be the meeting minutes, the bills, the payroll, the revenue expenditure reports, and the appropriation requests. This does not have the surplus automobiles that were on a prior version of the agenda that were removed, so we can discuss that further. Can I get a motion to approve the consent items as they appear on the revised agenda?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. All right. Can I get a motion to go into closed session to discuss personnel and student educational issues that would identify particular students?
So moved, Mr. Chairman.
Second.
All right. Motion is second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. All right. We will go. We'll just go in here real quick.
Take us a minute.
I don't think so. Well, I'll double check. I don't think so. Okay.
Need to turn it off.
Gotcha. Yeah. I tell you what, I used to be with the county, when I didn't get voted in, I'd get upset, now, like, I wouldn't, please.
We need to turn the volume off.
It's still screaming. I called him really briefly yesterday, called him out, he seemed like he was having a good time.
Yeah, he wanted to go out and watch them play.
Hey, he was with me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he loves those boys. Hayden and William.
that's, yeah, well, yesterday.
Yeah.
That's, first time I've had a chance to get out this season.
He sent me to about, I guess he called me about 5:30 to go get him, so I said he said he went out to watch Hayden and Willie. I don't know if you watched them both or kind of just.
I saw him watching that.
Hayden.
Yeah.
He said, I don't know how to turn the volume off on that. Really?
Start. All right. Look forward. Also.
Yeah.
That didn't take long, did it?
No.
I need to go get them.
Where'd John Ross go? He leave?
He was so much bathroom.
He ain't going nowhere.
Oh, terrific, thank you.
And I tell you, yesterday, we got a new building inspector,
Who's that?
Who's that?
Jason Stennett. Steph Department.
Okay.
He's doing the lab?
We'll take-
Okay.
Yeah,
Is that good?
he probably ought to lighten up a little bit,
We'll
but
ask John. Yeah, that's good.
Hey,
Yes.
we need to get a, certification that, the only things that we spoke about in closed session were the things we were in closed session for, which were personnel and, student, educational issues that would identify particular students.
so move.
Second,
And I say certified. So,
I so certified.
Yes.
all right.
Thank you very much. We'll move forward on the superintendent's report, if that's okay with you folks. We've got our first item, which is the personnel contractual items, employment and transfers. We have a list of those there for you. Cameron Lowe will be transferred with your approval. Cameron Lowe would be transferred from MMS preschool to NEMS preschool teacher. Transfer of Donna Sanderson from EEMS cafeteria employee to NEMS cafeteria. Leslie Farmer, EEMS middle school teacher. Whitney Frazier, transfer from NEMS special education teacher to NHS history teacher. Transfer of Courtney Scott from NEMS teacher assistant to MMS teacher assistant. Catherine Machingo, GHS art teacher. Transfer of Jessica Lowry, MS kindergarten teacher to MMS reading specialist. Diana Chilcott, transfer from MMS teacher assistant to NEMS teacher assistant. Lisa Reed, EEMS secretary. Kimberly Thomas, MMS teacher assistant. Tina Stover, MMS teacher assistant. Aaron Kirk, MMS teacher assistant. Teresa Witt, GHS teacher assistant. Carson Polly, EEMS teacher apprentice program intern. Abigail Brooks, NEMS teacher apprentice program intern. Transfer of Laura Copeland from MMS cafeteria manager to NEMS part-time cafeteria employee. Bethany Purdue, MMS school nutrition manager. Transfer of Emily Harless from NEMS teacher to EEMS teacher. Carly Tate, MMS Virginia preschool initiative teacher. We'd ask for your approval on those employment transfers.
Can you get a motion to approve the employment, transfers as presented by Dr. Campbell?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Passes unanimously.
Offer the following resignations for your approval. Meredith Jeffers, EEMS teacher assistant, and Leah Riddle, NEMS cafeteria.
Can I get a motion to approve the resignations as presented by Dr. Campbell?
So move.
Second,
Motion is second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Passes unanimously.
Offer a retirement for your approval. Regina St. Clair, NEMS cafeteria.
So move.
second.
Motion is second. Any discussion?
Regina had been there for a long time. I think she probably waited to do this so we wouldn't honor her. So I would like to thank her for all her years at Nares Elementary. She did a great job. So we'll miss her.
All right. All in favor say aye. Aye. Passes unanimously.
And we'd like for your approval on the volunteer agreement with Melanie Neese, NHS color guard coach.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Passes unanimously.
Thank you. Following contractual items for your consideration for approval. We plan to pave or completely redo, rather, I should say, the Narrows High School running track. That'll include some grading corrections, repaving, and then rubberization and stripes on the track at a cost of approximately $385,000. We intend to pay for those through carryover funds. In addition, we are working to redo the tennis courts at Giles High School at a cost of approximately $136,000 and $35,000 for a sports coat coating that would include striping. Though both of those are very needed projects. Communities there are excited about having those. It'll allow us to host track meets at Narrows High School, official track meets at Narrows High School, and a very needed project on the tennis courts there at the high school. So we're excited to be able to get to work on those with your approval.
Can I get a motion to approve the track and tennis court projects?
So moved.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor say aye. Any discussion? All right.
Yeah, I'd like to say that I'm thrilled to death that they're getting a new track down there. They deserve it.
Yeah.
And if it went to high school, Giles is over needed too. Well needed, we need it done. Both of them got good prices on them. It all worked out.
I think it's great. I think that, we offer the only tennis courts, I think, in the county right now.
Everybody's
People to play
moving to
that.
pickleball.
They're moving to pickleball, but we'll keep our tennis courts open and hopefully use, as long as it's not abused, we'll keep them used by the public. And
Right.
same thing with track. I'm excited for the community. Coach Schrader, both Coach Schraders have good programs down there, and nice to be able to see him finally have a home track meet the first time in over a decade. Hopefully this first one.
Much needed, and it's all for the kids, so it's great.
All right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Pass unanimously.
Thank you. Offer the policy revisions from May and July for your approval. Those are in your packet. Quite a few revisions from May. The vast majority of those are standard revisions we'd expect to see from the VSBA. As we've reviewed those, we don't anticipate any significant hurdles that we won't be able to overcome.
All right, can I get a motion to approve the policy revisions as they appeared in your board packet?
So moved.
Second, all 500 of them. No, just kidding. Just kidding. It felt like it when I was reading.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of
It's a
them.
lot.
Got a motion and a second. You think it's bad this year? Next year's the long session of the legislature.
Yeah,
So.
I know.
All right. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Passes unanimously.
Thank you very much. Also ask for your approval on the homeschool intents and the religious exemption request as presented, please.
Group 1, 25, 26.
Okay, can I get a motion to approve the homeschool applications that appeared in group 1, 25, 26, and which we reviewed in closed session?
Can we table those until the next board members get here to discuss, to go over those?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. If you don't mind, I'd kind of like to
That'll be
kind of wait and just to give them an opportunity to look at it and stuff before we do that.
terrific. That'll be just fine. No problem at all.
All right.
Good point.
Great. And we'll share with you as well for approval revisions to the 2025-2026 school year calendar. You should have a paper copy there with you now. We've reviewed the calendar closely with school administrators across the division, as well as the calendar committee that includes representatives from each school, and we have adjusted just a few days within the calendar. Of course, the school year is going to start on Tuesday, September 2nd. A couple key areas to point out and share with everyone. October 22nd, which was traditionally a teacher workday, would now be a 2-hour release day, as well as March 16th, which was traditionally a teacher workday, would now be a 2-hour release day. We're exploring how we can best offer instruction to our students on Election Day. We do have a plan there, but we'll need to work out a few additional details before we know exactly what's going to happen. But we are planning to provide instruction as well on Election Day. We'll continue to move forward with our plan to hold our holidays sacred: Christmas break, Easter break, and Thanksgiving break. I think those are very important to our faculty, staff, students, and family members that they have that time together. And we're going to work really hard to continue to maintain a last day of school on May 29th. So we feel good about the calendar that we presented. We've recouped as much lost instructional time as we possibly can, and I think our administrators understand very, very clearly the mission at hand for this school year. So excited to share that with you and ask for your approval.
A motion to approve the school revised school calendar.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Discussion.
I think it looks great. I mean,
Good plan.
And just a little, I think everybody was very excited in the community that we had made the decision, you guys made the decision to go to September 2nd and not have virtual. I've heard just great things about that, and people were really excited about that. And I know Mr. Ross has really been working hard. We got to make sure the buildings are safe for kids to go in. So I know sometimes it might be hard on parents, but just bear with us, and we're going to get them in the building.
No, I greatly, I appreciate the deliberation. We waited until you had enough information to assess. Appreciate the quick but yet very thoughtful decision of when we could safely open the schools, and making that decision and communicating that decision effectively to our community. I think that was great.
Right.
And further, in a week's time, coming back and saying, hey, this is what we're going to do for our school calendar. Again, great work by everybody that worked on both of those issues, because I think you've offered a great solution that is not going to it's something that could have been disastrous for us. I do think has been handled very well, and kudos to all you for that.
Thank you very much.
All in favor say aye. Aye. Passes unanimously.
Terrific, thank you. And provide just a few instructional updates with you at this point. We're very excited about opening the school year. We hosted our annual administrator retreat earlier, just a few days ago at Claytor Lake, Water's Edge there. Had an opportunity for administrators to get together. We call it a retreat. Lisa and Amanda would probably tell you it's anything but a retreat. It's a full day of meetings and information that gets shared and passed along, all of which is very important. We're setting forth some ambitious goals for our school year this year. We're going to focus very strongly outside of construction and all the other terrific things we have going on. We're going to focus, as we always do, but continue to focus very strongly on the academic outcomes for our students. We want to take a close look at student attendance and chronic absenteeism, and ensure that we're doing everything we can to encourage our children to come to school just as frequently as they possibly can. And as the school year goes on, I'm just super excited about working very closely with everybody in Giles County Public Schools. It's been a very, very welcoming experience for me here. I feel so blessed to be in this position and to be doing what I'm doing right now, and working closely with the folks of Giles County. So I'm just excited to see what the school year holds for all of us, but be happy to answer any questions you may have about what we have going on instruction wise, and field any conversation on that.
We can talk more about that at the work session.
Absolutely.
Look forward to doing that.
Great, thank you. And I think that's everything that I have for my superintendent's report, unless I've overlooked something. Amanda or Lisa, you feel it? Great.
All right. At this point, let's take a look at our calendar to set the date for and again, we will set these, this will be tentative, given the fact that we've got two members that are absent today. Make sure we fit their calendar, but let's work back, I guess, from the regular meeting. Our regular meeting would be on Thursday, September 18th. Now, we're in that time of year that I have a standing commitment from about 3:30 in the afternoon to about 6 o'clock. So I would, if the 18th still works for everyone, I'd like to propose that we meet at 6:30 on that day.
I'm fine. Okay, Jay.
Good deal.
We kind of typically alternated. I'm not sure what you have in mind for meetings and stuff.
What we voted, unless it needed to be moved, was we try to do a 4:30 meeting to help our staff and the educational features get the kids here, and then also do a later meeting at maybe 6 o'clock for folks that work.
Absolutely.
And of course, in the fall, unfortunately, my standing commitment on Thursday evenings until November sometimes causes us to have to move that to
Sure.
keep that in the evenings in the fall.
Terrific.
September 18th, 6:30, okay?
All right.
Work session.
So no, not work session.
No, I mean, so now,
Yep.
work session,
All
right?
right, and I'll ask you guys what you anticipate, because we've got the week of the 2nd that we start back, which, obviously we having it on the 2nd would be crazy. I'm thinking it usually works well when we have that, work session. It's kind of the second week where you've, some issues that always come up, unfortunately. I'm thinking, does Tuesday, September 9th at 9 a.m. work? Go ahead.
If any way possible, we can do, even if it's a quick meeting, we need to do a re-enrollment hearing for a student.
Okay.
I mean, that just can be like a hour meeting.
Okay.
Well, how much
Before
notice
the
they?
2nd, right?
What time, or how much time, when do we have to have that? I mean, can we even, how much notice do they need?
I mean, probably not a lot, just enough to get them enrolled and scheduled for classes.
Okay, let's set the work session for 9 a.m. September 9th. Again, we'll check with Mr. Pennington, Ms. Price on that. And then,
So the 9th.
Yeah.
9, did you say?
yes, ma'am.
9 at 9. Can remember that.
Do we want to do?
No, I'm saying I will set a session.
Okay.
Well, if, we just need 3 of us there to hear that.
Sometime the week of the 25th would be
Oh,
fine.
I mean, we could do it, how much notice I need? I could do it next week or?
I don't, they probably doesn't matter, just whenever we could.
They've completed all their requirements.
Week of the 18th would be just fine. Week of the 25th would be fine as well.
Let's do it the week of the 18th in case something does come up. Be able to do Monday the 8th. Well, tell me what works the week of the 18th for you guys.
Make sure that we've got some professional development scheduled here.
I see.
Getting the teachers here.
I mean, we could have it in, if we can have it a little bit.
We'll find a place to have it, that's fine.
But we're gonna be close.
It'll be okay, it's gonna be, we're gonna use the Giles Country Club on Monday.
Okay. Monday, the 18th would be just fine.
Okay.
I have an 11 o'clock, but other than that,
So
I don't
we'll
need
do it at 9.
Yeah, we can do it at 9, get it over with.
Great.
August 18th,
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. All right, so we'll do that. The only item on that agenda will be, the special meeting for re-enrollment hearing. Just make sure, let Amanda know if for some reason you can't be there, because I don't know. I know Ms. Price is gonna be gone, Mr. Pennington may be back, but you just need to make sure we got a quorum.
I can be there, for sure.
What time is it again?
At 9 a.m. if that works for you, Mr.
That's
Wood.
fine.
On the 18th.
18th, okay.
Yep, I can do that.
I guess if there's something else that need to be added to the agenda that happens between now and then, feel free to add that. We can sure discuss it while we're there, but absolutely. All right, we've got that. So the next, after we set those meetings, so just to recap, we're meeting on the 18th at 6:30 of 18th of September, the 18th of August at 9 a.m. and then September 8th at 9 a.m.
9th.
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 9th, excuse me.
9 at 9.
Yeah, so that would be if I used didn't reach the reading glasses, and that 9 looked like an 8 on my screen. Sorry.
Yes. My thought was when we, I assumed in the concerns mission statements, we ran around and spoke just a little bit. I was gonna ask Mr. Ross just to give us a quick update on the construction at that point, celebrate some of the successes we've had, so.
Great idea.
Guys, thank you for having me this morning. Got a really brief synopsis of where I think we are. This is
Thank you.
just an overlook. It's not intended to be a comprehensive update.
Mr. Ross, I think you can just a couple quick minutes filling us in on where we are, the good stuff that has happened, and where we're going over the course of the next couple of weeks will be just fine.
Okay. Really quickly, just hit school by school. So generally speaking, the 2 weeks gave us a much better chance of being successful. I feel really good about where we're going to be on September or on August 25th for teachers to come back, and then obviously on September 2nd for students to return. So not going to be business as usual. Don't want to represent that as such. You know, there's going to be ceilings out in corridors, those kind of things. We're working with fire marshal, building official, everybody involved to make sure that everyone's content and happy, and we've got a safe environment for teachers and students to come back. But with that said, I'll just go school by school really quickly, not take much of your time. Giles High School, if you've ridden by, its progress is definitely happening. There's an army there generally most days. The steel framing at the front entrance is complete. We accelerated that. We gave them a little bit of overtime to get that done. That was needed because of the bad soils conditions, how long it took to turn those things around. So we're to a place now where we're going to have a good entrance for the kids to get in the building, and we're not going to have to build a construction tunnel. So that's great. The concrete work there for an entrance will be completed week the 11th next week. Rough ends completed for the air handling units for the gym and cafeteria. Those are supposed to be on the way. Windows are progressing. They're putting ceiling tile in most of the building, so they did a complete ceiling gut, putting back the tile. Looks really good. New bleachers have been installed. Work continues on the fire alarm PA system. Going to Macy. So HVAC work continuing at Macy. New ceiling being installed in the cafeteria, possible corridor ceilings will be installed prior to school with the exception of the upper floor. I think everybody would like to see that. The corridor ceilings were out most of last year. It's a safe thing, but it's certainly not aesthetically pleasing. When you walk in there, it looks like a construction site. Imagine that. New fire alarm system is being installed, and on your report, you'll see that need coordination with the elevator service vendor. That actually happened yesterday. So from my understanding this morning, great. Elevator folks showed up, operated the elevator, got it back functional. Fire alarm folks were able to install what they needed to in the elevator shaft, so we should be in a good place there, which is great news. Eastern work's continuing at the front entrance. And this, you know, soil conditions were not bad there, which is a victory. We had both high schools, that's very expensive as we can document, but work's continuing on that front entrance. They've started work on the new HVAC system at Eastern. New fourth grade classroom and new office areas. Got a lot of framing up in there, starting to take shape. You can see it. It's kind of the phase in the project where, you know, you walk in and you had studs and now you got insulation and sheetrock goes up, suddenly you've got room. So we're to that stage. So good there. The roofing is to start in the next couple of weeks. There's been some change in the roof configuration. We're looking to recognize a fairly substantial credit on roofing costs there, which is a great thing. Harris High School, work's continuing on lights and ceilings throughout the building. New bleachers are being installed as we speak. The steel at the front entrance is complete and framing has started on the secure entrance. So if you ride by there, they've got they're ahead of Giles because of how soil conditions played out. The complexity of Giles was unbelievable, frankly, for a small area like that. But anyway, we've Nair's really starting to take shape, and you can kind of see what that's going to look like when all's said and done. It's going to be great. Windows are really progressing. Nair's look great, I think.
They look great.
Yeah, I think that's a huge transformation.
It's huge.
If you haven't been inside, it looks great from the outside. If you haven't been inside and looked out, we were talking about this yesterday. It's unbelievable. So
I can't wait to see that because it really looks amazing when you ride by.
Absolutely. New ductwork installed in the cafeteria. New ductwork's also installed in the locker rooms. They're going to start framing on locker room ceilings this week, hopefully. So making good progress. There's elementary works continuing on that front entrance. They got off to a little slower start there. We've got so much going on. We have kind of bankrupted the labor pool of our contractors. You know, there's so much schoolwork going on in the country right now, but in particular in our area. There's just not the subs and the contractors to get in here to get it going at a pace. So we're cannibalizing one job to do another, and their general contractors and subs are having to make decisions about what's most important. But that kind of held us up, long story short. Again, window installations in progress there. I think those windows look awesome as well if you haven't seen them. It's just a huge transformation of the building. The tech center, our project there this summer was the roof. That has not begun. There's still some discussions ongoing about roof deck type, how we're gonna handle this situation, so we're looking at a potential credit there. I'll keep you apprised of that as I know more about that, but long story short, that roof was not in terrible shape, so we've got a little time to work with it. We'll have new roofs on all the buildings this time next year that will have a 20-year warranty, which is the real positive takeaway from all this. Bus garage, that roof was desperately needed. It's about 50% complete, maybe a little more can stand. That's all good. Generally speaking, general comments, trying to schedule and get scheduled all of the hood and fire alarm or fire protection systems inspections. We changed vendors. There's a little lag on uptake on my part, frankly, just following sort of that one. And just, anytime you change vendors, there's a acclimation period we're working through. So as I mentioned yesterday, we're working on that, trying to desperately get that scheduled before students come back. Systems are functional to the best of my knowledge. It's just a matter of getting that done for the fire marshal. Again, working closely with the fire marshal's office. Bleacher inspections are scheduled for the week of the 25th, and that's basically a company comes in, just looks at the bleachers, make sure there's no huge safety issues, signs off on it. That's an annual requirement by Code of Virginia that we've got to get that completed. They're also going to pressure wash those that week, so we should have nice, clean, and documented safe bleachers and grandstands for sports this fall. That's about all I've got. If anybody has any questions, be glad to try to answer them, or concerns.
I mostly asked John to come up here today just so I could tell everybody what we already know. John's doing a great job, and we're appreciative of the hours that he's putting in, the work that he's doing, and he's been a lifesaver many times over the past 4 or 5 weeks. So
Thank you. Well,
I told him yesterday, I heard he cut back 60 hours a week.
maybe, but it's honestly, the credit goes to Bob Sheeler, who's clerk of works. He has done predominantly for the schools this summer. I've been at one. Most of my time's been dedicated to one. So Bob's done a great job. And then Bob and our maintenance crews, custodial crews there. If you looked at them 2 weeks ago, the schools 2 weeks ago versus today, it's unbelievable when those guys jump in, what they've done this week. And so just this week alone, Bobby's guys have taken, Bobby and the maintenance crew and custodians taking care of Eastern, Nares High School they worked on yesterday, Nares Elementary, and they're starting Macy today. So we should be in, again, really good position for school, for teachers coming back on the 25th. And so just the amount of dust generated from what seems like a really minor, just putting ceiling tile in and the whole school is dusty again. So it's been an ongoing process trying to keep it presentable. But all those guys have done an awesome job. Can't say enough good stuff about it. So, you guys have any concerns, you got my number, call me anytime. But I think appreciate you guys making the decision to bump things back a couple of weeks. I know there was concerns that wasn't easy, but again, I think the notice that Dr. Campbell and everybody gave making that decision, it really put us in position for success. So thank you.
Thank you, John. Appreciate it.
Anything I can do, please don't hesitate to reach out.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
John Ross, thank you again. And
Oh, my pleasure.
Bobby, everybody, all your crew, everybody's done a heck of a job.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. If you guys need anything, don't hesitate to call me.
Fortunate to have everybody.
Absolutely, sure. will.
We are.
Thank you much.
Thank you, John. I guess if you've got anything, and then we'll go down the line.
that'll be just fine. We have our new teachers coming in this morning. Very excited about, always exciting to welcome new people to Giles County Public School, and many folks familiar with the school system, the community. So excited to welcome those here this morning. We'll do some introductions after the meeting and share some time together at breakfast. But other than that, that's all that I have to report, Mr. Buckland.
All right, we got a board member.
Again, I'd like to welcome Dr. Campbell again. And
Thank you.
looking forward to working with you and looking forward to the whole new school year.
Appreciate that.
Things are really upbeat.
Yes, welcome, Dr. Campbell. We're glad to have you. Looking forward to a new school year. And as I'm looking out the new teachers coming in, I'm like, it's crazy. It's here and it's time. And they look like they're smiling, so that's a good thing. But just kind of a little thing, kind of recap from our summer stuff. Again, thanks to Bob, John, Bobby, all that. If you've not had a chance to go out and look at the schools, ride by and look at them. They look amazing, and we're so excited to have all the new stuff. So thanks to them for everything they've done. I can't go without giving a shout out to the summer food program.
Absolutely.
It has been amazing. And to go there and see, I have not got a chance to do Tuesdays, but from the work that I've heard that they go getting the bags ready, but on Wednesdays, just to see the entire community, because there's people from everywhere that's come to help. I met a young lady at a seminar last week, and she came to start volunteering, and she was like, I just can't believe this community, that all these people come out. And she rode a bus yesterday. It was a 4-hour bus ride. So I'm looking forward to seeing what she had to say about it. But kudos to Christy, those cafeteria workers, all the volunteers. It's been an amazing thing. Very proud of this community for what they've done to feed the kids. So, but that's it.
Well, again, John Ross, Bob Sheeler, and then the maintenance crew with Bobby Fisher. Great job thus far this summer. Thank them so much for the work. I mean, John and Bob have put so much into it. I think we as board members and Dr. Campbell would be having a lot of sleepless nights if it wasn't for those guys. Please bear with us. I know as we're going back and we're starting fall sports, there's going to be some inconveniences for some of our teams at times, and please understand that I'm a parent and a coach, and I understand that I share those same frustrations, but the end goal that we're getting, they're going to be great, and we're going to do everything we can to alleviate those issues that they'll face. But the end result is going to be great facilities for our kids. And again, thanks for all those folks that are coming back. Summer food program has been great. Christy has done a great job. August 20th, is that correct? Is our last time. If anyone's out there and they could volunteer, we still need some help to get that done. I think yesterday they kind of had not as many. I had another commitment, but we need as many hands as they can get this out there and get this finish off strong with that. But great job by this whole community. It makes you proud to be a part of it.
Yes.
And I'm just, again, thank you guys for the communication that you're having out with both the board and with the community about what's going on. I think it's been great, and we need to continue that on. Look forward to meeting some new teachers have come in. Again, this is one of my favorite days of the year to get to see the new faces and the new blood that's coming into the school system, and look forward to having a great year. This is it's a great time.
Absolutely.
If there's anybody got anything further? All right. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor say aye. Adjourn.
That might be good. Look at it.